Hello, everybody. You might know from my community tab that I recently created the world record for the most efficient witch farm in the game. And even though the farm is pretty much done, it's going to take a while to make a video on it because of the sheer niche mechanics that I use to make it possible. And so I have to explain everything and it's going to take a while. But in the meantime, I can showcase this 3x3 looting killing chamber that I used to achieve these results. And no, these witches are not dying because of fall damage. It's actually me that's killing them with a looting 3 sword. I just want to point out that even though I made this for looting purposes, you can still make this player list by placing wither roses around the killing chamber. Alright, let's see how to operate this thing. So first you're going to want to go inside the actual killing chamber and turn on this trapdoor. Then you want to time when you fall down to actually close the trapdoor and go prone. So to help you a little bit, you can do F3B. See the hitboxes? And you basically want to hit the trapdoor while going down. So if I click, you can see that I'm actually prone inside this 1 block space. And you'll notice there's also a hopper minecart, and that's because since this trapdoor is slightly elevated, every single items that are going to be sat on it are not going to be grabbed by our cart eater over there, so we need to have an extra inventory to close the gap. But anyways, I'm going to go in survival, and what happens when I attack is that the priority in these two entities is actually the armor stand. So if I do /player myself attack, you can see that it hits it. It also works if I just hit it normally. And since we're using sweeping edge, our damage is actually propagated through all of these blocks over here. Because the way the sweeping edge works is that it checks where the feet of the player is. And since our entire body is in here, our feet also is here. And then it propagates the damage to 3 blocks. And since we have sweeping edge 3, well, it does 75% of the damage. And so our first block is over here. Our second block is over here. And our third block is over here, or any of these blocks around here. So what that means is once a mob jumps, we can still hit them because they are still in the sweeping edge area. Now, normally you're going to make your mobs drop from like 20 blocks or something, so they are 1 HP. So once you hit the armor stand, you one-shot them. Since I don't want to do that for this example, I just gave myself strength 20, so I one-shot them. It's just to show you the actual radius of it. So if I do /player myself attack, interval just once, you can see that every single witch in the area gets hit. And again, like I said, sweeping edge actually is 3 blocks from the player's feet. So let's say this witch is jumping up. You can do attack again, and you still hit her. So it doesn't matter what mobs do in this 3x3, they will get hit. Now, of course, it's easy to show this demonstration while I'm already inside the killing chamber, and it would be way harder if mobs were dropping and I tried to go inside. So what I suggest doing is just adding a simple contraption that adds light level to your farm. So if you click it, then it stops the spawn, and then once you're inside, you can click it again. And you should make it so you can click it from inside and outside. Or you could just simply make pistons and make them block the way while you're inside, and then once you're inside, you just turn them off. There's a million ways you can go around this. Now, after a while of hitting your armor stand, you're going to realize that you're starting to die because of hunger. So this is why you want to have regeneration on, and we can just simply have that by having a beacon. And with the use of haste 2, we can actually hit slightly faster. So usually what you would do is /player attack interval 11. But with haste 2, we can bring that all the way down to 9. So it's simply just hitting faster. Now, just to show you the consistency of this thing, I'm going to turn the difficulty on. And since I placed a command block here, you can see that there's going to be a constant stream of witches. And the reason why they do little bounces is because as soon as a mob takes damage, they actually have a half second of invulnerability until they can take damage again. So this is why they are not technically instantly dying, but we're killing them as fast as we can. And if I do /tick sprint 1 hour, you can see the sheer consistency of our drops There is no witch left behind. There's no witch wandering around. They're just getting instantly killed and we're reaping the benefits. Now that we're killing the witches swiftly, we need a item collection system that is performing a loop. This specific design is made by Ilmango, I believe on his bamboo farm. But anyways, let's start it by deactivating this lever. And we can see that our minecart gets stationed in this single water source. Then it can pick up all of the items inside this one, and it goes backwards onto the rails. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know exactly how these mechanics work, but if you don't worry, I'll leave a link to my video in the description. Now, this specific setup is really important to have a balanced pickup for every single block and have a lot of time in the middle so we collect every single item that's in our minecart hopper. And if we don't do that, well, some blocks may get more exposure to the hopper and others less. So we could potentially have a stack of items just sitting in the corner and not getting connected because our hopper minecart is full. And so making it come in the middle and stay for a while and then come back makes it so every single block is getting 2 inputs from the hopper. Again, like I said, I'm going to try my best and release my witch farm as soon as possible. But just know that I'm actually a full-time CS college student, and so time is not a luxury I have a lot of. Obviously, my grades are what's most important, but I'm still trying to upload as much as I can. So please be patient and considerate. But that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one.